Sitting yourself up nice and tall, allowing shoulders to melt down away from your ears, your hips to relax and knees to drop. Taking a soft breath in through your nose, filling your body with air, and exhaling out through your mouth with a sigh. Take another cleansing breath in, and exhale to shed any stress or anxiety that's been following you around this past month. And starting to get a little quieter now. Beginning to draw your mind inside your body. Checking in with how you're feeling. Noticing your breath. Does it feel restricted or free? Are you breathing fast or slow? So with this in mind, we'll take a moment now to explore around our bodies, checking in with how we're feeling. So allowing your face to relax, dropping any muscles that you're holding tight, exploring the space between your eyebrows, around your eyes, cheeks and jaw. Allowing shoulders to melt down away from your ears. Arms drop heavy and hands relaxed. Allowing your back to sit straight. Softening from shoulders, mid-back, all the way down to lower back. Allowing sitting bones to press into the ground. Allowing hips to drop. And legs be soft and heavy. Drawing your awareness to the front of your body. Feeling around your chest. And down to your belly. Noticing if you're gripping or holding muscles here. And with your next exhale, allow them to soften and release. And as you release these muscles, allow the breath to flow in a little deeper. Allow belly, ribs and chest to expand as you breathe in smooth and slow. And exhaling softly, hugging navel in and pelvic floor up to squeeze out your breath. Releasing all of this to let the breath wave back through from nose to belly, bringing fresh oxygen and energizing. Taking one more big breath all the way in and letting go. Softly allowing eyes to open. Beginning to draw yourself back to your mat, to your room. Okay, ladies, taking hands firmly to knees and starting to roll around a little bit here. So taking our whirlpool. So the idea of this is just to create a little bit of space, just to roll and move, introducing movement to the body, to release any stagnation, any tightness that we collect particularly after we've been sleeping. So feeling each joint begin to mobilize, muscles begin to warm up. So feeling around your hips, lower back, all the way up each vertebrae of your spine, in your shoulders, neck and wrists. Let's take one more breath all the way in and around, and then moving in the opposite direction. To go a little deeper, you can close your eyes and just feel into this. So using this pose to explore for tightness, different sensations, just to gather information about how you're doing today. Taking one more breath all the way around. And making your way back up to center. Sitting up nice and tall here, placing your left hand down on the floor. Inhale, take a little side bend over. Pressing your right hip down and reaching to the side of the room. Breathing in, lifting up, other side. Nice long line here. Reaching and all the way up. One more on each side. Press your sitting bones down, hand reaches. And last time now. Reach, breathe, and all the way back up. This time, taking left hand behind you, sweeping right hand forward, lifting up to knees, pressing your hips forward, and sweeping back down. Really good. Lifting up, pressing hips forward, and back down. So moving slow, moving gentle, observing for any tightness around hips, around neck, shoulders. Just moving mindfully, gently, and looking after yourself. Nice. Coming back to center now, rolling over knees onto hands, and coming to tabletop. So hands under shoulders and knees under hips. And just taking a moment here to spread your fingers wide across the ground, soften your elbows. And we'll take a breath in, taking the heart, lifting the chin and the tailbone. Exhale, press the floor away and curl your spine to the sky. Breathing in, rolling all the way up. And moving with your own breath now. Just rolling, undulating your spine up and down, creating space and the freedom of movement. Taking one more in each direction. Inhale, lift. And then coming to center, finding a neutral spine here. And starting to take a few moments, a few breaths, just to roll freestyle. So you can roll into your hips, your shoulders. Getting a little bit fun and funky. And all that information you gathered about your body earlier, the little tight sticky spots, give a little bit of emotion here, just a moment or a breath, just to help unstick, unglue. So, spending a breath with them. And here getting really creative, maybe having a little twist. Feel down the sides of the back, sides of the body. Could even include legs here. Nice. Press the heel back. Keep breath flowing. Taking a big breath in. One more motion all the way around. And then ripple yourself back to center. Beginning to tuck toes and lift hips and roll yourself back to downward facing dog. Hips can be high, knees soft, bent, and pressing one heel down and then the other. Start to warm into the backs of your legs. You can rock your hips from side to side. Starting steady and perhaps we're beginning to speed up. You feel a little bit more stretchy, bouncy. If it feels good, we can take a side body stretch here. So coming from down dog, dropping the knees over to the left, heels to the right, Press both hands down firmly and take a big squat, bending to the knees, maybe even looking up between your hands. Exhale, ripple back up to the other side. So dropping heels to the left, press the floor away and reach, bend, exhale. Either walking it out or taking one more on each side. So letting this feel good. So feeling the size of your body into around hips. And from here, pressing feet into the ground, fingers root into the earth, and then start to ripple your way forward, coming over to a plank. And then bend knees, tip hips, glide your way back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and raise your right foot to the sky. Press fingers into the earth. Press your left heel towards the ground. Try and reach your toes to the sky. So feeling a lot of sensation here in your hips, hands. One more breath in. Press the floor away with hands and feet. Exhale, release. Take right foot to the floor. Take a little walk to shake that out. And then other side, so pressing hands, breathe in. Let left leg float to the sky. Keeping the weight even in both hands. Press hands down, press right heel towards the ground. And then point your toes and lift them towards the sky. Take a big breath in, press the floor away with hands and foot. Exhale, release. Take a moment here to walk that out. And then very softly, bringing knees to the floor, coming back to tabletop. Rooting hands down, rearranging clothes. And from here, I'm going to take some hip rolls. So starting with right knee, and just 5 rolls, one direction. And one more. And the other way around. Nice big rolls here. One more. And release, coming to the other side. So keeping weight evenly on both hands, lifting left knee and taking a roll here. So 5 in each direction. And the other way. One more roll. Really good. And from here, we're going to come down to sit in deer pose. So we'll start with our sculpt and our burn, which means we will do each exercise for 1 minute and take a rest of 30 seconds or so between each exercise. So I will time this as we go, so we keep it even on both sides. So it's perfectly normal and natural. If you've done this a few times before, you will feel one side is easier than the other side a little harder. So being compassionate and kind to yourself. If you feel any pain, then please stop if it's bad pain, or start to tailor it back a little bit, resting as you need to, and let's just have some fun. So our first exercise, we're going to take the front leg parallel, so taking left leg forward here, and then the right leg slightly further back, just comfortably behind us. Taking left hand off to the side so we can lean a little bit here and take the middle right hand in towards the middle or off to the side, whatever feels comfortable for you. And here the exercise is we're going to lift and lower the back leg, so up and down. We want to strengthen and sculpt into this hip right here, the top hip. So pressing this other sitting bone into the floor, allowing posture to be tall and high. So we're engaging core, hugging everything in and up to lift. So 1 minute like this. Let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. So aiming to keep the foot and the knee fairly parallel. So it's kind of easy to let it dip in, but keeping them nice and strong. Again, keeping fingers root you down, lift you up tall. Allow breath to flow. You might feel this quite intensely. It's not so often we do these movements. It's really, really good for us. So will dust the cobwebs away. So halfway there, we're well over halfway now. Keep going, lifting, maybe even watching that knee to allow your mind to know we're there, we're nearly there. Keep breathing, 15 seconds to go. Sitting up nice and tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Ooh, take a moment here just to rock from side to side with the knees. Ooh, you should be feeling that. A lot of power in those rotators, the top hip. So shake it out, shake it out. And we will come back to the same position. And from here, we're going to lift up and press back. Up and back. So here we're starting to draw in muscles a little bit further up the body. So up and around the waist. This is really good for whittling away, creating a strong, strong core, and down the sides, the oblique muscles here for twisting. So let's set ourselves up. Take another breath in. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Keep supporting yourself and have a little play with your foot. So you can either press the heel away or you can point your toes, and maybe that feels better and encourages a deeper rotation. So have a little play, see what works on your body for this side today. It does change. So keep pressing heart forward, breathing in, sitting tall. Over halfway now, ladies. It's going fast. We're good. Doing this together. Create this strength, this heat. 20 seconds to go. Should be feeling this all the way around this top side, hip, thigh. Yes. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out. Ooh. Again, if it feels good, take the knees from side to side. Oh. Sometimes even twisting the opposite direction just to release. So in these moments in between the exercises, do anything that makes your body feel good. So we're all put together a little differently, and we all need different ways to release. So from here, ladies, we're going to take the next exercise, will be our toe taps. So we're still working on the same side here, and this back foot we're going to lift, and we're going to rotate the knee, tap to the front, and tap behind us. Lift forward, knee up, toe taps to the floor, and rotate back. So it's okay to move your upper body here. Use your hands to support you, and keep drawing chest up and forward. So beginning in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So tap and press. Tap, press it back. Tap and press. Maybe tapping your foot behind you as well. Tap, press it back, and tap. That's the way. So this exercise is amazing for creating so much strength in the rotator muscles around the hip. It's not very often we do these movements. Create this length, this strength, and increase by boosting your flexibility as well. Win, win, win. Keep going, we're nearly there. Keep breathing in, 20 seconds. Keep sitting nice and tall, pressing your left hip bone into the floor. So no slouching, no falling in. Tall, beautiful posture. For our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out. Oh, again, maybe rock knees. If you want to take a little forward fold here, just go gently. Rocking from side to side. Ooh, this hip should be on fire right now. Okay, so final exercise on this side. We're really going for hips today because we spend so much time. I have been sitting down. So to dust off the hips, create some heat, and this is all good for us. So knees can be slightly closer, so we're kind of sitting, leaning on one side here. So hand comes to the floor, and either we can press ground and lift, and down, and lift, and down. If you can take hand to hip, if you want, you can breathe in, you can take a stretch, take the hand over if you want as well. So, or we can press down, lift up, and this leg comes out and down, okay? So find your adventure or alternate between the exercises if you want to. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So lifting, maybe pressing out and back. Lift and press. Excellent. So create this strength, this stability in your foundations, your knee and your hand. You will be feeling this also in the opposite hip, which is a nice little warm up for when we go to the other side. Okay, keep going. It's a really nice little exercise. Uses the whole body really. Keep the breath flowing. Over halfway. Breathe in to lift. Exhale, lower. 20 seconds to go. That's it. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Woo, hip sequence is done on this side. Again, rock the knees from side to side. Take a big breath in. Your muscles now need all that oxygen. And then we'll take a moment here just to stretch it out and rest it for a moment. So allowing knees to drop out, soles of the feet to come together. And just holding here. Take a rock from side to side. Maybe feeling a little out of breath. A little puffed. Nice. If it feels good, you can start to fold forward a little way. Creates a little bit more stretch on the outer hips. So allowing breath to calm, heart to settle. And we'll do all that again on the other side. One more breath. Let's do it, ladies. Help the knees come back together. And let's take a seat with the left leg on top this time. So right hip presses to the floor. Start to level this leg off. And we come all the way over. Bring my timer. So here, again, we're starting with our lower back leg lifts. So use your support system here. Strengthening into arms, into core. Nice and tall, lift and lower. So lean as much as you need to allow this leg to lift. Okay, so let's begin this in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up and down, keeping this leg parallel. That's the way. So you're feeling a little bit of a stretch in this side, a little bit of a strengthen all the way up here. So your concertina this side of the body. So pulsing, pulse, 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 nice and firm. Again, really intentional movement here. So no floppy legs, keeping the toes pointed, or if you wanted the heel, press the heel away. But either way, foot is engaged and powerful. So using the whole length of the body. Excellent, keep going. 20 seconds to go. Keep breathing and lifting and feeling this begin to burn. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh. Rock those knees from side to side. That's a really, really good way. Build strength, build flexibility, and definitely build that happiness. So rock it out. Okay, ladies, doing so well. I'm going to come back to the same shape here. And from here we're lifting and we're pressing the foot back. So these little rotations. Okay, so pressing, coming forward, pressing it back. Okay, so let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So lift and press. Lift, press. Nice. Aiming the best you can to keep this parallel. The knee and the foot to the floor. Nice. Keep going. It's a really nice way we're including the back of the leg now. So feeling the hamstring, the glutes. Keep pressing. Breath flowing. Keep going, keep going. Finish this out together. We're over halfway. Maybe noticing which side is easier, which side's a little more tricky for you today. 20 seconds. Keep pulsing, pulse, pulse, pulse. Feeling so much strength here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that leg. Allow it to settle down. Ooh, take a rock from side to side. Allow breath to flow. We know what's coming next, right? So we do our double taps. Ooh. Okay, ladies. For that moment, just to breathe it out, a few more seconds. Feed your body with that air. Nice. Okay, so setting ourselves up again, pressing hand down, pressing right sitting bone down to the floor, nice on posture, and leaning over a little way. Here we press back and tap, tap, press, tap, and rotate through. Okay, so starting this one in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So tap and press, tap and press. Using core here, you might feel your belly really starting to engage. Create all this strength in the lower body. There's not much that we're missing here. So tapping feet, feeling hips, all the muscles of the legs, even around the lower back here, the lower corset of the body. Always good. We can always do lower back strengthening, increasing flexibility. Keep going. Pressing it out. 20 seconds to go. Keep hugging navel in. I feel it speaking to you by now. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Ooh, allow that to rest. Take a breath. Take a little stretch. Ooh, really good. A little extra stretch here. If it's feeling a little particularly tight, then a moment just to release. Feeling much tighter on this side today. Okay, ladies. Are we ready for our little kicks, side kicks? So, again, setting selves up. So, hands kind of roughly under shoulder, pressing down, and either staying here. You can take arm if you want to take arm and lowering, or lifting up and kicking out. Excellent. We'll move onto the screen a little bit more. So let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. So lift up, press it out, down, lift, press. Excellent. If you want to take the arm for these ones too, it was kind of fun. Expansive if you have the space. Breathe. Keep rooting your hands to the floor. Really feel this around both hips, around your waist. Feel everything whittling, strengthening. Keep going. Keep pressing the floor with hand and knee. Nice long line with your body. So try not to fall in like this. Keep everything lifted. Nearly there, ladies. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh, well done, ladies. Just rocking your knees from side to side. Noticing where you're feeling this the most. Left, right side. Sitting up nice and tall. Feeling your heart. Feeling your hips. Your happy hips. And from here, drawing the soles of the feet together, allow knees to rest out, and just take a little rock from side to side, or if you want, you can take little circles. Whatever feels better for you, the best way to release this intense sensation. Well done, ladies. A couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, make your way back to center. Allow knees to draw in, and we'll move on to our arms. So we'll come to sit on our knees, if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can cross legs, or even sit in a chair for this one. So the arms, we're going to take them out long. So we're going to work with arms, shoulders, and all these rotator muscles here. So pressing the arms out, bending, twisting like you're unscrewing a jar lid. You can see that, it's like twisty motion. That way, bend arms, twist, press it out, hug in, bend everything, press away. So palms up, reverse it round, twist, so palms come up, but they're twisted underneath. Okay, so bending open and it closed. So feeling your shoulder moving, internal, external rotation here. So this one builds up very fast. So let's take our moment here. And starting in 3, 2, and 1. So pressing it out and in. Nice. So we'll build a little bit more heat here. So keeping a buoyancy, a bounciness, pressing hands, keep your fingers extended. Or if you want to make fists, you can make fists. But just feeling energized here through every fingertip. You'll be feeling this around the shoulders, these rotations. And as always, move intentionally, firmly, but with care. So keep pressing, pressing, pressing. Yes. You're feeling this building up now around the shoulders, arms. Keep breath flowing. Sit nice and tall. See if you can allow shoulders to melt down. We don't want to hug up here. Relax and press and breathe for 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Your arms should be burning from here to here. Roll it out. Big breath in. And then interlacing your fingers behind your back. Pressing, rolling shoulders back, pressing shoulder blades together, and start to straighten your arms. Maybe begin to lift. Slow your breath. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Tether your hands. All the way back to center. We'll just take a left arm across and just stretch that out there. Nice. More breath. Breathing behind your shoulder blade. And release. Let that go. There we go. Coming to the other side. Crossing over. Lifting up. Take a big breath in behind your shoulder blade. One more big breath in. And release. Give that shoulder a roll. Oh, maybe feeling on fire right now. Fully engaged. Everything's activated, which is perfect for our next little movement. So coming to the arms again. So spreading fingers wide across the ground. And coming from tabletop pose. So from our tabletop, we can slide the knees back a little bit to allow the hips to drop. It's a nice long line here. And taking a little bend down and up. Keeping navel lifted. You see me on the screen there? And down and up. So pressing the floor away. Keeping the elbows hugging in towards each other, not winging out. So drawing down, hugging in, not out. Okay? Let's keep everything glued to the center line. So taking this easy, and we don't need to move that far even. So, starting after we set up, nice long line in 3, 2, and 1. So pressing the floor away, hug everything in and up. Lift, press down and up. Keep going. You're doing brilliantly. Down and up. So we don't even need to go too far. You should be feeling this in your front of your shoulders, your arms, and across the front of your chest. So keep pressing the floor away. Maybe even going a couple of inches, a couple of inches. So really feeling arms activate here. Press your toenails into the floor and hug your legs together. This helps to activate pelvic floor, inner thighs. So you're doing this full body workout, not just with your arms. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back to child's pose. You can roll shoulders, or you can take arms down by your side. Take a little rock here. Big breath in. Exhale to release. And then rolling shoulders, coming back up to a seat. We're going to come and sit the other way around now. So working the front of the arms, the chest, and now a little bit with the back. So fingers come towards the hips. And from here, we can keep the seat down, or we can lift up, and we're going to hug the elbows towards each other and come down and up. So lifting and lowering. So again, we can see, so pressing back, back, not winging out. When we do that, that creates weakness in the shoulder. So pressing, hugging everything together, and down and up. Nice and strong. So root your feet to the ground, point your fingers towards your hips, and let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up high if you want to lift, and then off we go. So pressing, pressing, directing your chest forward. Again, building a little flexibility in the front of the shoulders here. Hug your knees together. Hug pelvic floor in and up. Keep breathing, keep flowing. Nearly over halfway. If too much like this, then take a seat and press the floor away with your arms. So keep hugging everything to the middle. Keep working, pressing, breathing. Last 15 seconds. We're nearly there. You're doing so much good for your body today. And building up a nice sweat, not a burn. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a seat, roll forward. Roll your wrists, roll your arms, and maybe shake everything out. Whew. How are you feeling? Intensity from top to bottom. Nice. Take some rolls here, release. Okay, now do a little bit of core work just to create a bit more strength in the front of the body, and we're nearly done. So, coming and sitting on your mat here, and we're going to take the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to drop out. If this is too much, then draw the feet to the floor and hug the knees in. So this is just a different way of activating the core through the lower abdominals here and the pelvic floor. So the exercise is we're going to come down like this. You're going to reach long as you breathe in, and exhale, roll yourself back up and tap the floor ahead of you. So roll down, roll up, and the fun part is to tap. If this is too much, again, hug knees in, and you can tap your feet. So have a go at this, see how it feels, and don't push too hard, but hard enough to build a sweat, build some strength, and feel good. So let's begin. Come lying down in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Reach, exhale, hug yourself up and tap. All the way down. Nice. Keep going, keep breathing, using breath. Exhale to lift you. Inhale when you're long on the floor. So exhale, Hug everything in. So you're drawing your navel to spine, pelvic floor up. And tap. The reward there, little tap at the end of the mat, and seeing if you can reach a little bit further each time. So again, building flexibility in your hips here. Tap. Big breath. Exhale, maybe go a little bit faster for our last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay yourself on the floor. You can keep the hips open or relax your legs out wide. Take a big breath in to cleanse. Exhale and release. Really good, ladies. Doing so well. Allow yourself to recover, maybe rocking your hips from side to side. Shake that out. And from here, take another core exercise. So lying comfortably, I'll make my way all the way off the edge of my mat. So lying yourself comfortably and taking the soles of the feet to the floor and gluing your lower back down. So tipping the pelvis from here, actually its natural curve, hugging down. So we're pressing it down to protect it. So nice long spine here, hugging navel in and up, pelvic floor in and up. Taking hands to head and root your feet. And from here, we're going to take little lifts, so up and down. Some of those more traditional lifts. And we need to keep your head heavy, pressing your head into your hands. And we don't need to move that much, so it's just a little inch. So pulse, 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 pulse. And it's one of those exercises, the less you move, the more you're working. So you're engaging all those little intrinsic muscles by pulse, pulse, pulse. So direct your heart to the sky, not curling in towards your knees. So we're aiming for heart up, so pulse, 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 whilst feeling everything press down and up to help you lift. So supporting your head firmly with your hands. And then starting in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice little lifts here. So feeling the whole front of your body working. Paying conscious attention to keep your neck long. Keep pulsing, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keeping shoulders relaxed. This will burn. Again, the smallest of movements, often the hardest. Subtle movements here. So working your whole upper edge of your core. Keep breathing. Nearly there. Really good. Nearly there. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Head to the floor. You can take knees long or rock knees from side to side if that feels good. Take a big breath into your belly, the space here that is on fire. Exhale through your mouth. Take another cleansing breath in and release. Doing so well. Okay, ladies, let's take a few moments just to recover and just to stretch. Closing eyes, taking a few more slow, deep breaths. Creating space around your belly, so stretching from the inside out. So breathing, if you want to take your hands to your stomach. As you breathe in, try and press your hand away. Take one more big breath in As you exhale, release. Taking hands over, take a big, big stretch here. Create length, stretching muscles, create space in all those joints. Exhale, so we'll bend knees, bring them into your chest, and take a roll from side to side here. So rocking, releasing around the back of your hips, lower back. And from here we take a twist. So you can take a simple twist, just allow the knees to roll to the side, or make it a little bit deeper by crossing the legs. So rolling the way of your top leg, so rolling it over to the side, seeing if you can keep both shoulders pressing evenly down. Maybe looking to the sky or rolling your head to the opposite direction, just to increase the twist intensity. And here, closing eyes, allowing the breath to weave through and release. See if you can drop head, drop your shoulders and your hips. Taking your breath to your belly. Taking another breath here, slow and deep. And as you exhale, draw your knees back to center, uncross if they were crossed, and just allow them to rock from side to side. Coming back to center, taking the twist to the opposite side now. So if you cross the legs on the other side, crossing them again here, allowing knees to rock over, keeping shoulders pressing down into the floor. Finding your shape in this pose. And allowing yourself to settle. One more deep, slow breath here. And when you're ready, allowing knees to rock back to center, turning head and crossing legs. We'll draw knees into chest here. Just releasing back. From here we'll come into Shavasana. So if you want any blankets or pillows, I suggest you can rock up, and we'll get them now. So making yourself comfortable, of course. And allowing yourself to roll back down. Spreading yourself wide across the floor, taking the palms to the sky. Making sure your head is supported, maybe knees. Allowing eyes to softly close. And just allow every muscle to relax. And every bone to drop into the floor. So allowing your head to settle and eyes to soften. Letting your cheeks relax and allow your jaw to drop. Allowing shoulders to spread out across the floor. Letting both arms be heavy. Feeling your back regrounding you to the earth. Noticing if you're carrying any tension in your hips. And allow them to melt, dissolving any tightness, any holding. Letting both legs be heavy. And relax your feet. Tapping into the sensations in your body. Noticing what you're feeling. What's speaking to you the loudest. And where. Allowing your body to bathe in these sensations, healing and restoring as we rest. your breath. Starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. And maybe rolling your wrists and ankles. And taking a big stretch. Arms overhead. Take a big yawn or a sigh. To release. And then bending your knees to your chest. And having a rock from side to side. And then rolling over to your favourite side. Catching yourself as you land. Taking a moment here to breathe and drape. When you're ready, starting to move yourself up to a comfortable seat. Sitting yourself up tall, staying relaxed, keeping eyes closed or soft. Feeling the residue of the practice in your body. Enjoying that hum and buzz. Taking a final breath in together. And exhaling with a sigh. Drawing your palms to your heart and bowing your head to your hands. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining the class. It was an absolute pleasure to teach you.